Did you know that every day more than 1,100 children go missing in the U.S.? That is 424,000 a year. We know that the chances of finding a missing child increase when more people are on the lookout, especially in the first few hours. That's why Facebook has launched an Amber Alerts program a few years ago in partnership with the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. Emily Batcher joins us now with more on what we can do to help and keep our kids safe. Welcome to the show, Emily. How are you?
Good, thank you.
So let's first start talking about Missing Children's Day. That's one of the reasons we're doing the interview. Explain what this is.
This coming Saturday marks Missing Children's Day, May 25th. The day was first introduced by President Reagan back in 1983, and it's a day where we do a few things. We remember those children who've been lost, who did not come home. We retain hope and continue searching for kids who've not yet come home. And we can also use it as a day where we can talk to our kids. We can think about education and safety conversations to help keep kids safe.
You know, from a consumer standpoint, it seems like everybody, you know, of course, has a Facebook page, at least had a Facebook page at some time. Why did, on the Facebook side of things, why did they want to get involved in this mission?
We first noticed that when children were going missing, communities were coming together on Facebook to share the information. And there was a story of a little girl. She was 19 hours old when she was abducted out of a hospital. And she was safely reunited with her family because people shared the information just organically on Facebook. So we took note of this. And what we did is really just created a system that was more organized. We get the right information to the right people at the right time. So in partnership with the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, we share the information right in a Facebook timeline that has everything that you need to be able to help. A picture of the child, maybe a clothing description or a vehicle description. And we send it to you only if you're in the area where they're searching for the child.
That was going to be my next question. How many people does it actually go out to the area? And so many times I feel like I hear Amber Alerts on our television station, for instance, and they always have a guess of where someone could possibly be traveling. Do you include those areas as well? So it's always smart to keep an eye out?
We work very closely with law enforcement and with the National Center. They're the ones that will always have the best and most updated information. What we want to do is make sure that when we're sharing an Amber Alert, it's meaningful to whoever is seeing that alert. So we don't broadcast them widely. I say that this is about the quality and not the quantity. We want to get it to the right people, however many that may be, but we don't want people to become desensitized or ignore alerts when they come out, because Amber Alerts are only used in the most critical, the most serious, and the most solvable cases. So even though there are many children that go missing each day in America, Amber Alert is a special tool that's reserved for the most critical few alerts.
I'm so glad you talked about that so people don't get immune to it. I think that was a great way that you put it. Just out of curiosity, too, and when we leave you here for the day, so many times you want to hear success stories when it comes to missing children. How many success stories have you guys been able to have or at least heard of through this new program?
Amber Alerts were first launched in America back in 1996, and since that time there have been 957 cases where the recovery is a direct result of an Amber Alert. And at Facebook, we only launched our program about 5 years ago. We've spoken with numerous families whose kids have come home safely because somebody in that child's community saw the alert on Facebook and cared enough to do the right thing.
Emily, thank you so much for your time. As a parent, I really am glad to hear about this program and appreciate the work that Facebook is doing with it. We do appreciate you.
You're welcome.